Hey, good morning. Good to be here with you. Welcome to another daily devotion. It's a beautiful morning here in New Jersey, and I'm out on a walk, and we're 3 days out from our we're 3 days out from our online worship retreat from last week. So last week, every day for 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we had an online retreat. We spent about an hour and a half together, just talking through the subject of rest and certain aspects of it, like meditation and gratitude and Sabbath and friendship, servanthood, all of this amazing stuff. And I woke up this morning. One of the things we spoke about was meditation. And I woke up this morning and I was trying to remember what we talked about last week, so that I actually try to continue to put it into practice. And I blew it. I'm 3 days in, actually 3 days out of this retreat, and I woke up, grabbed my phone, started scrolling through some emails. It was a mess. And then I got out of bed, did a little workout, and came out on this walk, and I was like, man, let me just walk a little further than I normally would and see if we can get into a little bit of meditation and just spending some time with God. And so I put on, we spoke about last week, the Dwell app. If you don't have the Dwell app, I highly recommend it. It's a great app that reads the Bible to you and also has devotions in there as well. So I put on the Dwell app and I started listening, and this guy's soothing voice came on. And to be honest, I didn't even get a minute into it, and I just wanted to come on and kind of chat through just an honest moment of just blowing it, because I'm sure that let's say I'll give 5% of you the benefit of the doubt. But let's say that 95% of us woke up this week, and if you were involved in the retreat last week, you were like, oh yeah, this is great. I love, all of this. And then this week you're into it and you're like, not as easy as I thought. And so I'm in the same boat. So let's all just recognize and understand our humanness and our weaknesses, and ask God into it all. So that's all I wanted to chat about this morning. I mean, it's really just a simple confession of we're all in this together. And so a couple of things that I've been trying to lean into over this week. Last week with the retreat, and then over the weekend, and as I roll into this week. And for those of you that are watching this comes out on Saturday, so you can look back on your week after the retreat and see what it looked like, or you can take these practical steps and maybe use them as you move forward into this coming week. And so the three that I'm trying to lean into are these. One is meditation, where I will wake up in the morning and either take a walk, because we spoke about meditation being, you don't have to sit, cross-legged on the floor, eyes closed, hands raised, all that. You can do that. That's absolutely fine. But one way that I meditate is just by walking and just being in nature. And I'm actually walking through a graveyard right now, there's something about the solace of a graveyard that helps me meditate. It's bizarre. So meditation, gratitude is another one, where at the end of every day I stop and write down at least three things, actually less than that, I wrote down 5, but at least 3 things that I'm grateful for, so that we can just lean into it a little bit and be present and understand the gratefulness that we have in our lives, but also, more importantly, to be present and understand the gratitude, right? the blessings that we have in our lives that the Father brings into our hearts and our lives, right? So last night I was just thanking him for a car that I could get from gig to gig from, or just even a car to be able to go out to lunch. We went out to lunch with some of my wife's family yesterday, and that was kind of nice, just to see these folks. We haven't seen them in a while, and we were able to drive out, go to the lunch, and drive back, and that was great, So they're little things that we can express gratitude for, and so I encourage you to do that. Like, take a minute, spend some time, think about what you're thankful for, and then let it lead you to a place where gratitude and humility and understanding of the grace of the Father start to seep into your heart and your soul. And that's really important, because we were talking about rest for the soul last week. Not rest, like bodily rest is important, but we were talking more about rest for the soul. And so we need to find ways to kind of slow our souls down so that we can experience more of Jesus in our lives. Good thing to do. And then the third thing I'm shooting for is to try and find maybe one day this week to Sabbath. And what that means is taking 24 hours from, like, let's say 6 p.m. on one day to 6 p.m. on the next day, and do nothing work related, right? So no emails, no social media, just spend time, resting, reading, spending time with God, letting him in to some of the darker places, the deeper places that maybe you haven't let him into, which again can be kind of hard. And so we spoke about this a bunch last week, where sometimes when you take a Sabbath or even just during meditation, it kind of brings to the surface some of the deeper, darker, uglier stuff in your life. And so, just be prepared to confront that stuff. And so, so that's what I'm working on this week. All right, I'm trying to confront some of the ugliness in our lives, in my life, right? We've all got ugliness in our lives. And I'm trying to just take some more time to let God move in and around these last. So I have a couple of weeks left before I head out on my summer tour, which begins May 2nd. And I'm looking at probably 100 shows over the course of, probably 5.5 months or so, 6 months. And that is a pretty intense schedule. So I'm preparing for that. And in the midst of that, we're launching a new album, which is exciting. So in the midst of that, I'm trying to develop a habit of meditation, of Sabbath, and of gratitude. And there'll be some serving in there as well, which I'm kind of excited about. But all of that just to keep me grounded in the midst of it all, and to just have a deeper relationship with Jesus. So today, maybe work on that a little bit, okay? Meditate. Just take meditation this week, okay? Start with 5 minutes a day. Wake up in the morning, open your Bible, find a passage. Just open up to the Psalms. Start with Psalm 1 and read a little bit, and then meditate on what you've read. Or just find a single word and just meditate on it. Patience, strength, peace, hope, mercy, Jesus, right? Just simple meditations. And I got a bug crawling on me. And let God into it all, okay? It's a good thing to do. It's a good way to start the day too. It just kind of grounds the day. And then that way, over the course of the day, you can refer back to that meditation and say, oh yeah, remember this morning when I was deeply rooted in strength because I was drawing on the strength of the Father. So there you go. That's what my week's going to look like. I'm going to try and do it. I'll probably come on next week and talk about my failures again, because that's just what we do. But there'll be some wins too, and I'm looking forward to the wins. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my walk in this gorgeous area that we live. Just talk about like one thing from my thankful journal tonight, gratitude journal tonight, the ability to walk on a beautiful spring day in New Jersey. It's incredible. Okay, we'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, if you want to join up, please do become a member in our community over at joindaysband.com. You get devotions every day, Bible studies weekly, worship videos, music downloads, and the best part is we get to help sponsor a child. So the first few dollars of your membership go straight to helping us sponsor a kid and giving a kid food, clothing, clean water, and healthcare. So great place to be, and it's a great place to meet some new friends and join a community of people seeking Jesus every day. Okay, today, work on meditation. Alrighty? See you in the next one. Take care.